butterflies, excitement, chemistry, obsession. These are the words we associate with being in love. But if you ask anybody in a happy long-term relationship, that's not actually what it feels like. In this quick Love You podcast, I'm going to share with you exactly what it feels like to have a healthy marriage and relationship. The answer may surprise you. I'm Evan Mark Katz, dating coach for smart, strong, successful women and your personal trainer for love. Welcome to the Love You podcast. Stay to the end of this video to discover what it feels like to be in a healthy relationship. When we're done, I'll let you know how you can apply to Love You to create a passionate relationship that makes you feel safe, heard, and understood. All right, here we go. Have you ever gone scuba diving? It doesn't sound like it makes sense, but I got a point. I went scuba diving when I was 20. I took a semester at college. I lived in Australia. I was on the Great Barrier Reef, and I got certified for scuba diving. And I remember it vividly because I used twice as much oxygen as everybody else. Twice as much oxygen as everybody else because I was breathing like this. These big, deep breaths. Why was I breathing so deeply? It's because it didn't feel very normal to breathe underwater. Breathing underwater is not normal. If you've ever been underwater, open your mouth, you can drown. So breathing underwater is a very, very foreign sensation. And that, my friends, is generally what it feels like when people are in love. Foreign sensation. And the thing that you've associated with being in love is not really what love is about. Right? That's kind of fascinating, right? Because we take our cues from movies, right? Romantic love. We take our cues from biology. What happens when you get excited about someone? You can go look it up. I'm not making this up. Right? Dopamine, serotonin, norepinephrine, pheromones coursing through your body, lighting up the pleasure centers of your brain like you're on coke or you're on meth. We call that being in love. The problem is, it is what we often associate with it. It has almost nothing to do with what it feels like to be in the final phase of love, which is called the attachment phase. Right? The attachment phase is more like the feeling of being in a close family. Right? If you have any good relationships in your life, your best friend, your mother, your sister, whoever that might be, who's the person you're the most yourself around, that's actually closer to what it feels like if you're doing romantic relationships right. It's not that high. Or if there is a high, it's not the thing that sustains your relationship. It might have gotten it started, but ultimately you settle into this feeling. Right? So, next metaphor. First one was about scuba diving. This one, you ever been sick? Sure you have. Everybody's been sick. How do you know when you're not sick anymore? You don't get a note. Doesn't, come with a big alarm. Usually what happens is, oh my God, I got this terrible cough. I've been coughing for 2 weeks. And then one day, your cough is gone. You don't even notice it. It's just been plaguing you and plaguing you and plaguing you and plaguing you. And then just one day, not euphoria, just the problem, the black cloud over my head has been moved. It's gone. I could breathe without coughing. I no longer feel sick. It is the absence of a problem. That is what it feels like to be in a healthy relationship. It is the absence of anxiety. It is the absence of problems. It's not the presence of fireworks. It is peaceful. It is easy. So when you think of the relationships you've had, you think of the boyfriends you've had, you think of the turmoil you've been through, waiting by the phone, obsessing about what he's thinking, very careful about what to say because he might get upset and he might shut down, he might break up with you and he might leave. How are we going to have this conversation? He's so volatile. He's going to shut down. He's going to pull away. And you've normalized that. You've treated that as if that's, this is what relationships are. No, it's not. I got into a fight with my wife last night. It wasn't even a fight. I took the last 2 Rice Krispie treats and she got pissed at me. I was upstairs. I was already ready to go to bed. She came in there and started yelling at me because I took the last 2 Rice Krispie treats. I didn't know we had to label our food. We've never had that discussion before in 13 years. I'm sure she's taken the last dessert before, but neither here nor there. My point is, for our relationship, it's a thing that happened and then it was over. There's no pretense that a disagreement, even a fight, is going to cause any greater problems. So that's really what I want to impress upon you. When you have a stable, healthy, secure relationship, again, think of your best friend or your mother or the person you're closest to, and your bond is unshakable. You can be yourself. No matter what happens, it's going to be okay. That's the feeling of being in a healthy relationship. Right? It is the absence of anxiety, the absence of stress, the presence of peace, calm, trust. No, always learn something here. Just letting you know you're on the right track. Keep up the good work. My name is Evan Mark Katz. Thank you for tuning into the Love You podcast. For more episodes like this on YouTube, click the subscribe button and ring the bell and choose all to ensure you get notified when new content comes out. If you're listening to the audio podcast, please scroll down to leave an honest review on Apple. More reviews equals more awareness of the Love You podcast and more love in the world. And if you're interested in getting this easy, happy relationship without all the anxiety and angst of your past, click on the link below to apply. Thank you very much. I will talk to you soon.